So the building that I work on is a 30-story residential structure. It is a concrete structure. We have just finished pouring ground floor. There are 6 levels of the parking structure, and we finished ground floor. We're now constructing the tower. This is a really interesting turning point in our project because we're bringing in electricians. We have plumbing, but now we have to consider bringing in the window suppliers, drywall, making sure that there's fencing for the building so that it's safe and maintaining safe standards as you start to grow in height. So it's a mix of working with the construction workers who are completing the structure and bringing in finishing subcontractors who are making the building habitable and warm in the winter and usable, and eventually toilets and lighting, and very slowly turning it from this ghost of a building into something that people will be able to live in, and it will be a big part of their lives for 400 people in the 400 units. One thing that I have found very interesting on site is waste consumption and the way waste is dealt with. Right now, there are designated waste bins. So if concrete waste is expected, there's a concrete bin. If wood waste is expected, there's a wood bin. However, there's also a general mixed waste bin, and that goes by weight. So if you can't predict the amount of concrete you have going to waste, or the amount of wood or cardboard, that goes into a mixed waste bin, which ends up in a landfill. My goal is to create some sort of a plan to help make sure that recycled materials are being recycled and not just forgotten about every day, thrown into a waste bin. It'll take a little bit of extra planning, but hopefully that will reduce the amount of waste going into landfills and allow recycled materials to actually be recycled. I've been bugging the guys on the site about bringing in thermoses. They drink a gazillion coffees a day, so I said bring a thermos, it's gonna stay warm longer. It's worked a little bit. We started recycling paper in the office. That was something they weren't doing before, so we have started that, and potentially moving into bringing in a compost bin. So there's lots of small changes that can be made, and I think in construction, where there's literally tons of waste every single day, you can have that impact, that big impact. Going forward, I don't know if I'll be in construction management forever. One of my mentors in engineering has told me it's hard to say where you'll be in 5 years because this is a very opportunity-based industry, and that you want to go where the exciting projects are. For me, engineering design is 100% my passion, and it's something that I love to do and I want to incorporate into my career in the future. Right now, entry-level engineering design is not incredibly lucrative. I decided to go into construction management because I can get the construction site experience and understand constructability. Instead of doing really boring office tasks and working my way up through the food chain, I can design this because I built that before. And I think I'm going to learn so much more on a construction site rather than starting off in engineering design, doing something I don't want to do, traveling to places I don't want to travel to. And I'm working in Toronto residential construction. That's not going away anytime soon. We are in a housing crisis for small, affordable living spaces, and it's something that I'm excited to contribute to and continue to help grow and change the Toronto residential market.